This is the full band walkthrough for How Firm a Foundation. So I'm just going to I'll start off with a little bit of a tutorial about what I'm doing. I based this off of a lick from a Caedmon's Call song called Manner and Means. And it starts out with the E minor, but all you're really hitting is that B. And then you're hammering onto the C. And you're doing the hammer on that D string, hammering to the E. And then you hit your G. And then your D with an F sharp in the bass. So there's no real tutorial for what I'm doing with my fingers other than just hitting different strings, whatever feels natural at the time. And then sometimes I might hammer onto that B from the A. When we do that twice, and then we start the song. Almost all the song is the same chords except for the very last verse, and it starts with just guitar and vocals. Then in verse 2, we'll add some piano, add some bass, add some more vocal harmonies. And then in verse 4, the beginning of verse 4, even though it should be verse 3, there is no verse 3. Verse 4, this is a hymn, that's why I say that. We are going to do, the drums will come in. And then we have an instrumental bridge, and then verse 5, the chords change to a little less dark, a little more hopeful chords. So here's how it goes, all together, and I'll try to stop if I need to as we go. How firm a foundation, ye saints of the Lord, is laid for your faith in His excellent word. What more can He say than to you He has sent? To you for refuge through Jesus have fled. Yeah, fear not, I am with you. Be not dismayed. Notice I do that intro, only half that intro in between verse 1 and verse 2. But at the end of verse 2, I'm going to do the entire two times through that intro. By my righteous omnipotent hand, yeah, yeah. Drums. Ra-ra-ta-ta-ta-do, fighting trials, your path we shall lie. My grace, your sufficient, shall be your supply. The flame shall not burn you, I only desire your dross to consume, and your gold to refine. With the B and the bass, and then the D. C, G with the B and the bass, and the D. So, the chords change in the last verse. It starts with the C, then it goes to the G, then the E minor, then the D. And in between, going into the next line, you have that G with the B in the bass. Just adds a kind of a cool flavor to it. So it's like, I will not desert to its foes. That solo how should endeavor to sheep. I'll never, no, never forsake. That solo how should endeavor to sheep. I'll never forsake. So on that C, G, D, the last I'll never, no, never forsake, the band cuts out and we'll do that. I'll never, we just hit that first chord. Never, no, never forsake. And then we do that. The last, like the intro part, is the same as the outro. Four times through that chord progression. And then M down the G. So I'll put in the description a link to the Caedmon's Call song that I base this off of. So if you want to find a drum part, I like the I can't do it exactly right, but almost a straightforward 4/4 with a little bit of added flair, I guess, something to make it a little more interesting. But Caedmon's Call, they have their drummer is great, I think, and you can listen to the part where the drums come into that song, even though it's different chords than this. The drum beat should work the same with this. So if you're at a loss for that, there you go. You can try that. I think that's about it. It's a pretty simple, straightforward song. Just remember, verse 1 is just guitar and lead vocal. Verse 2, you can have some harmonies come in. Definitely have some simple piano stuff and some bass come in. Verse 4, we've got the full band. We're going. We're ready. So, and then and that's when the drums are coming in. Verse 4. There is no verse 3 again. And at the end, the drums are not there for the outro. All right. I think that should cover it.